So the summoning portal is broken. Looks like we can't log out either. I honestly don't know what we're going to do. Oh, hold on a minute. So what you're trying to tell me is that we're stuck in this here video game? Oh my god. Out of all the people, why did I have to be stuck here with you? What do you want? Hey, where are you going? So where are you coming from? Do you know why I pulled you over? Why, hello there. Did you miss me? Well, I'm back. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. And I decided to make another Unison League video. I was about to say Tales of Wind for a second. Okay, so finally guys, I came back to see what's up, and I actually promised a couple other people that I would make a video or something like that on Unison League, so I'm going to bring you guys a video right now. And there's actually a lot of stuff that is worthy of talking about. So, for the longest time, ever since I created my YouTube channel, Kroyt has been released, wreaking havoc on just about everything. It was the most annoying thing ever, and I hated Kroyt with a passion. And now finally, ateam has finally dropped an update nerfing Kroyt and Treasure Hunter. Now this is crazy, guys, because Treasure Hunter is almost a dead class now. It's so freaking amazing. Amazing. Now I'm not really worried about treasure hunters when I see them, because let's talk about the new rules that ateam has implemented. So, if we go into the Colosseum, we can see here, we go to the rules, and then Alright, rounds, okay. At the start of each round, KO'd players are revived and HP is restored to all players. Also, ability cost and Unison Gauge percentage is set as follows. So round 1, everybody gets 50 cost and Unison Gauge is at 0%. And then round 2, everybody gets 50 cost and Unison Gauge is at 50%. Wait, I said that wrong. Alright, let's say that again. Round 1, cost is 50 and Unison Gauge is 0%. And then round 2, cost is 50, Unison Gauge is 50. And then round 3, cost is 50 and Unison Gauge is now 90%. Now this is actually very, very big, guys. Okay, because 1, you're not going to find all those goddamn, long ass battles where people are like, don't kill, man, I need to build Unison for next round, don't kill, okay, there's gonna be none of that anymore, okay. Everybody gets the same Unison Gauge at the beginning of each round, okay. Kroyt, okay, if somebody uses a fucking Kroyt to Kroyt smash the hell out of you to take your Unison away and then give Unison to their allies, and then wipes the entire enemy team, that use to freaking decide on who gets to win the entire Colosseum match. So say one person does a Kroyt round 1, everybody on their team has more Unison than the enemy team in the next round. So they're going to Unison the second round, and none of your team is going to have Unison for the second round. And they could just be putting up Kroyt again, and then they can put the green priority monster to even take your Unison away even further, just to add more salt to injury. I freaking always hated that. It was like the most, like, it was like the automatic win button, putting up the wind priority monster and then using Kroyt, and then Kroyt would just kill everything. It was the most frustrating thing ever. It gave me stage 3 cancer many times, and now we're going to see less of that. So this is actually really good. I'm actually really happy, and this is a very good time to come back to Unison League, because now that these new rules have been implemented, it's all about the builds now. It's whoever has the better build is going to win. So I've been having a lot of fun, even though I'm so outdated. All my stuff is so shitty now. I'm getting weaker, washed up. I used to be a great mage, but not anymore. Now I'm just your average Joe. But anyways, let's talk about my build real quick. So now, for this Coliseum season, guys, I'm going to do this really quick, okay? So, I got my Attack Testament stacked. I got 4 of them. My Starburst and my Empress Bind are going to do a ton of damage. Freaking love it. It's so powerful, okay? I actually took off my what's it called? My Xenogear. I took off my Xenogear because now that people are in such a rush to get fucking Unison all the fucking time, now I don't really have to worry about their entire enemy team having fucking Unison, or that one person who always gets Unison every round because, you know, they're always trying to like build Unison in between rounds or something like that. I don't really have to worry about it. So I took off my Xenogears, and now I'm stacking damage downs in my sub slots. So I have 5 damage downs in my sub slots, and I got my damage reduction constants in as well, okay? Now to cover my other defenses and whatnot, I have my Knolls in my main slot. So theoretically, if I am lucky, I could literally survive against anything under the sun. So I think if I was like bum rushed by like a Lancer and a Mage and an Archer all at the same time, I would probably have a, you know, pretty decent chance of living. Maybe I'll like throw up my barrier and then I slap my guard like really fast, and maybe I can survive. Who knows? But it is a very powerful build, and I'm not totally neglecting my elemental defenses, guys. I got my Odin and my Pon, which give me 300 Dark Ellie. I got my Tsukiyomi, which gives me 300 Light Ellie. Like, everything on here gives me elemental defense, okay, guys, according to what element the monster is, except for my lovable Holmes, okay? Holmes will always have a special place in my heart, okay? And she gives blind resistance, okay? So that's always a good thing. So I'm also stacking ailment and resistances too. So I got my blind resistance, I got my paralysis resistances too, just in case if I get slapped by an Odin, I won't get paralyzed, which is pretty amazing. Then I have my water resistance. Although I do need more water resistance, because 300 elemental defense is not enough to defend myself against a Branma. Branma hits so hard, it's freaking amazing. It's freaking, it's terrible. It's terrible. Because I took off my Xenogear, so now I take more damage from Branma. And then I got Prohibit Unison resistance, which is a must, okay, guys? So yeah, man. Oh, and one more thing. I actually took off my ward from my helmet, and then I put in my Forest Spirit Soldier outfit for the opening Reliance, okay, guys? Now, Reliance has actually got a pretty big buff with this new update, okay? Reliance is now very good because 3rd round, everybody has 90% Unison gauge. Now, there's going to be lots and lots of mages and lancers that are going to carry negative pressure and omen, and they're going to use it on round 3. So when you have Reliance, you do not have to worry about them taking your Unison away. And I kid you not, round 3, you better have your Unison, or else you are going to get steamrolled for sure. For sure. So Reliance is an excellent choice for duel in Coliseum now for round 3. Amazing. So yeah, guys. And Now let's talk about my abilities. Why not? Why not? So I really love this build, guys. So I have my barrier. I set up my 40% barrier at the very beginning of my first round, right? And then if you look into my my equipment, okay, I have my damage reduction constants, and I have my Neverworld hat, which gives me another barrier on top of that. So a 22% barrier with 2 damage reduction constants. So that's a 42% barrier right there. And then I stack on top of that my extra barrier, my ability barrier, which goes up to 80%. So I'm pretty much invulnerable to anything that doesn't go through barrier, okay? The only thing is that barrier is very slow, and astrolabe is much quicker than barrier. So if an archer really wants to see you fucking die, and they're going to kill you before you put up that barrier. So that's why I have my damage downs, just in case. I always want that chance to survive while I put my barrier up at the very beginning of each round. I mean, I have 5 damage down, so I'm pretty sure that'd be like a 35 to 40% chance. I hope. I hope. I didn't do the math. That is just a guesstimate, okay? Alright, so I told you guys that I'm stacking Attack Testament up the ass, so I have 4 of them, okay? Which boosts my Starburst and my Empress Bind. Alright, so at the very beginning of rounds, I'll pop like a barrier, and then I'll use Lament of the Falling Flowers, just to get my magic attack and magic defense buff 20%. 20% is a lot, okay? 20% of like 370k magic attack is a ton. You're going to one shot like almost anything. So I have to have that, and with the Starburst, and then once I use my Starburst, I can use Empress Bind to take their Unison away after I Starburst them. Okay, that's very, very important, because if they survive my Starburst, there is a slight chance they're going to have full Unison, and I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm going to use Empress Bind after that, just to make sure if they get 100, I can sap them down and put them at 98, and then I could use like Lament of the Falling Flowers to finish them off, or use Starburst, or have one of my allies finish them off for me. So Empress Bind is actually really, really good. I've been neglecting this ability for so long, but now it's time for Empress Bind to shine. Okay, screw this other ability called Siphon. Okay, Empress Bind is way better. Alright, and I'll tell you why even more why I think Empress Bind is better, because in round 3, alright, you're gonna Starburst somebody just to kill them off, okay, and then after your Starburst is done, you can Empress Bind somebody to get 100% Unison. Actually, it doesn't add up to 100%, you kind of have to hope somebody attacks you, but if you Starburst somebody and then Empress Bind the next guy, there's a chance that you could fuck them over for round 3 and take their Unison away. There's a slight chance, because on the second attack ability on round 3, people are most likely going to get their Unison. So if I Empress Bind them right when they get their Unison, there's a chance I have my Unison and they won't have their Unison. Alright, so that is why I'm using Empress Bind. Very good ability and a very good strategy to use for round 3, in my opinion. So I think that's everything, guys. I have to get going now. Peace. Ooh.